Hello everyone, welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Kamen Rider X-Aid review for you. This is the DX Gamer Driver. Now the first thing you might notice here is the front of the box is what is typically the back of the box. As you can see here, the flap goes up and this is what would normally be the front of the box. But this year with X-Aid they've switched it up and now what used to be the back is now the front. But it's a really cool, large splash. I mean, beautiful colors. Really makes the driver, pronounced and looks like a lot of fun. I love the picture of X-Aid Level 2 and Level 1. I mean, the blue and the green and the pink, just all the colors look so fun and vibrant, and just really beautiful picture here on the front of the box. So I think it's great. As you can see here is the driver. It does come with the Mighty Action X Gashato. So if we take a look, and my light will probably get a little wonky, it'll be hard to see, but there is a picture of Level 2 X-Aid there on the side that looks really nice. Taking a look at the bottom, pretty cool picture there on the bottom. And then this side is Level 1, which I think he's really awesome. I love Level 1 X-Aid. Taking a look at what is normally the front, but now the back, you can see shows the Mighty Action X Gashat or Gashato. I haven't decided how I want to pronounce that yet, but it's written as Gashato, but I think a lot of people are just saying Gashat or Gashat. I don't think anything's technically wrong yet. Really cool picture here on the top of him. Here's the driver, and then Level 1 passes through the kind of archway here to become Level 2, so that's really neat. And then it just kind of shows how you put it in the driver and how the driver levels up, and how you can use other Gashat like the Shakariki Sports, which we'll take a look at. And then also you can have him transform. This is the Tattle Quest, which is what the, I think his name is Knight. I'm sorry. I should know that ahead of time. But the other riders all use the same belt to transform. So really cool packaging. I think it's neat how they switched it up this year and have the back of the box kind of be the front. But it's a really beautiful picture on the front. In any case, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get this out of the packaging, and we're going to take a closer look. Now I know what you're thinking, this isn't the Gamer Driver, but I figured before we fully got into the Gamer Driver, I would take a quick look at this. This is the X-Aid Ghost icon that I was lucky enough to get included with my purchase of the driver, as it was a promotional item. I didn't think HLJ was doing this, but if you watched my opening of the package video when I got all my stuff earlier today, it was included inside, and I was super excited. I think it looks fantastic. Of course, it's got X-Aid's color scheme with the fluorescent pink and the fluorescent green, and they just look fantastic together. You can see it says R18, and says X-Aid with a beautiful holofoil sticker there on the top. QR code, pin system. Clicking through once says R18. Then there's a really beautiful holofoil sticker of X-Aid inside. Really nice. And then, of course, that's his Omega Drive. That's just a great picture. So there you go. That is the sides of the icon inside there. So we'll go ahead, we'll turn this on. So unfortunately it has the same pin system for the Heisei Rider icon, the 45 icon. It's understandable. There's really no way they could have known the name of the new rider when they were creating the Ghost Driver. I mean, it just kind of makes sense. That would be like saying they know what's going to precede X-Aid right now. I mean, they might have an idea, but I don't think it's, reasonable to have them know the name of it and put it into the driver. That would be like saying the Gamer Driver has the name of the next rider, which they probably don't even have yet. So I understand. I'm not going to bother going through the rest of the sounds. It's the same as the Heisei Rider icon. I did a review of that already, and the sounds are not really much more than what you've heard. But it's a really beautiful icon, and I'm glad I have it, because I love this right here and this are just fantastic. Not to mention the overall color scheme of the icon. So definitely glad I have it. It's a little bit of a bummer that it doesn't make the Ghost Driver say X-Aid, but I understand that there's just really no way they could have had that name to program into this when this was created and first sold. So I understand it. I definitely think it's still a very cool promotional item. It's just aesthetically pleasing, even though it doesn't have a whole lot of functionality. Alright, so this is what you get in the box here. You get the Gamer Driver, as well as the Mighty Action X Gashat. Now, this of course does come with straps that you can plug in here, and then they, buckle in the back, and there's a little plastic piece to cover that. I don't usually bother taking them out of the packaging just because I know I'm never going to use them. They don't fit me. And for reviews and such, it's easier to not have those straps in the way because you can just fit it in the review station a little bit better. So they are included in the box. They're just of no use to me, so I don't bother to take them out. And they're not going to hinder the review of this toy at all. The Gamer Driver does not have its own electronics. It is just like the Double Driver, where it's just a hunk of plastic that has pins in all the right places and gets the sounds out of the gimmick for this year. So there is no batteries to put in this. It's just plastic. This flips open, and there is a system of mirrors inside, which will use these pictures to show through the front, which we will take a look at. It's very neat, and it's very well done, and the colors are beautiful. Such fluorescent colors are just vibrant and fun. But just so you know, there are no sounds out of this. I was kind of hoping it would be like the Sengoku Driver from Kamen, where these had sounds, but there were also some sounds from this. I don't think it's that big a hindrance. It's still a lot of fun to play with this. Just going to move this off to the side for a quick second, and we'll take a closer look at the Mighty Action X Gashat. Really cool picture there. I like that a lot. That's the little Mighty guy, who's, I guess, the star of this game. It does say Mighty Action X on the side, just like the Shakariki Sports one did. QR code on the back. This is where the 3 watch batteries go. You pull the little tab out to activate it. Pressing the button, you get either the win or lose sound. Then if you press it again, Mighty Action X! So that's the little jingle for this game. So there you go. The win and lose sound are exactly the same from the Shakariki Sports Gashat, so I'm assuming they're going to be constant throughout the line. The 2 buttons in the front will, of course, work with the driver, but I don't really have to show you that this way because I have the driver now. The one thing I will show you, because I haven't gotten to the kind of final strike buckle holder, if you press both of these at the same time, and then hit the button, so that's the critical strike. You need the extra, I'm blanking on the name of it right now, I don't have it handy, I apologize. But it's like the maximum overdrive thing from Double, where he had it on the side and he would take this out of the driver and then plug it into the side, and that would activate the critical strike. So once I review that, I'll be able to show you how this works with that. But for right now, those are the sounds for that are stored in the Mighty Action X Gashat. So if we zoom out and bring the Gamer Driver back in, we will get ready to transform. Alright, so for level 1, you're going to keep this closed. You're going to go ahead and press the button, and then you're going to insert it into the first slot here. I always put it in backwards first. So it's the same transformation jingle we saw with the Shakariki Sports Geshat, but it's still really neat in my opinion. He says, I'm a Kamen Rider, and then he is officially transformed into level 1. To level up to level 2, you just open this. So as you can see, it shows the little X8 inside there. I think that's really cool. So now he is officially level 2. What you can do, if we bring our Shakariki Sports Geshato back here, we close this quick, and then insert this in here, and pop it open again. So you can see it kind of looks like he's standing on top of the bike in the background there. I think that's pretty neat how they did that. So there's got to be a lot of different combinations depending on which of the two Gashats you use at any given time, that hopefully they'll line up and kind of show different scenarios. Like in this case, it shows him kind of standing and riding the bike, which I think is pretty neat. You'll also notice that when you transform with 2, the second one has a bit of a delay so that the sounds don't overlap as much, and you kind of get to hear this sound before this one plays. So I think that's really cool. I really love how you can see both colors through this, while at the same time you get to see both mirrored through onto the back here. I think that's pretty cool. Now the other thing you can do is you can switch the order of these with Shakariki Sports first, so we'll go ahead and check that out. I should also show that when you pull these out, they just kind of say Gashun. So nothing too fancy there. But we'll close this back up, and then we'll start with Shakariki Sports. Where's the button? So again, transformation jingle is the same, and then to level up, so you can see the bike down there, pretty neat. And then if you go ahead and close this, and then pop in Mighty Action X, so you can hear that the sounds the Mighty Action X makes as the second one are different from what it makes as the first one. But because of the way they line up, the Shakariki Sports bike one pretty much overshadows the Mighty Action X, because this one is kind of cut out so that it's supposed to have a second one behind it, whereas this one is a full back, and that way it kind of overshadows the Mighty Action X so that you can't really see through. But that's pretty much it for sounds that these can make by themselves. Again, if you want to get the critical strike sounds, you need the extra belt buckle piece, which I do have, and we'll take a look at probably in a couple days or so. But I have to say, this thing's a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of different combinations that you can do with all the different Gashat. Once we get the Tattle Quest, we can form Kamen Rider Brave, and I believe there's a Bang Bang shooting for Kamen Rider. I think Sniper is his name, if I'm remembering correctly. I really should have looked this stuff up, but in any case, I'm excited to see what we get next, and I think this driver is a lot of fun, and I'm having a lot of fun with the Gashat here. I think the Gamer Driver is a lot of fun. If you have any nostalgia for older consoles that used cartridges, whether it's the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, even an N64. This thing is going to bring back some fun memories of just the 8-bit sounds are spot on. The music is super fun. The colors are fantastic, very fluorescent, very vibrant. I mean, this whole series so far just oozes fun. I mean, I really don't know how you can look at this stuff and just not smile if you have any kind of any kind of remembrance to reminisce about older video games and such. I mean, this series is just absolutely made for that. The Gashot themselves are a lot of fun. It's a shame that the driver itself doesn't have any electronics, because that would just lend itself to like some more possibilities and some more playability. But I don't ultimately think it's a problem. Of course, it does come with the straps, so if you're slim enough, unlike me, you can try to wear it around your belt, around your waist rather, and it's not something I can do, so I leave them in the box. But in any case, I think this driver's a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to, all the different Gashot we're going to get throughout the rest of this line. I mean, I'm glad that they did do the release of the Shakariki Sports as a bit of a tease, because it gave you a second one to use right off the bat. Last year with the Ghost driver, we got two icons bundled with that. We had Ghost and we also had Edison. This only comes with one. And I can understand why, because it's a much more involved gimmick where you have lights and sounds in the gimmick, as opposed to the icons that were much cheaper to manufacture, so they could get away with packaging two, whereas here you only get one. But it's nice to have that second one, so hopefully if you're picking this up, you did also pick up the Shakariki Sports, because it's fun to have more possibilities, and right away you can put two in and load it up and start having fun. So I really have no complaints. I mean, like I said, sure, it would be great if the driver itself had electronics, but I really don't think it's a big deal. I'm having a blast with this thing. I'm super excited for X8. I can't wait to get a sub and really dive into episode 1, because I just think it's super fun so far, and I'm so excited to see what comes next. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the DX Gamer Driver as much as I've had fun bringing it to you, and thank you so much for watching.